What's cool? You know what I'm saying? Back when I was playing. What's good? You saying back in the video? You know what I'm saying? Man, shit, but you know what I'm saying? You already know, man. You already know, man. But today we got Fivio Foreign, from Woo to rapper. The story of Fivio Foreign, the rapper, the trapper. Not just trying to get to the video.
Brooklyn drill has faced a lot of backlash lately for allegedly contributing to the rise in violence in New York City. But one rapper who's fighting to keep the wave alive is Fivio Foreign. Fivio has had a wild come up, but he's proved that street dudes can make it out by telling their stories in music. Today, we will get into how he went from hustling in the streets to one of the hottest rappers in the game. Fivio's connections to the drill scene run deep. He grew up in the East Flatbush area of Brooklyn. He was raised in the same building as Rowdy Rebel, a GS9 affiliate and Bobby Shmurda's right-hand man, who also helped kick off the New York drill wave. Fivio started rapping when he was a kid, but at first, it was just a hobby. His goal was to be a pro football player, but his issues at school made him give up on that dream. He tried working regular jobs, but those didn't work out either, so he ended up in the streets to try to support himself. Then, in 2013, he linked up with a group of friends to form a group called 804 Inside. 804 Inside is allegedly the name of a set of Crips that's affiliated with GS9 and the Wolves. GS9, or Gangsta Stone Crips, is one of the most notable sets in Brooklyn drill. Rowdy Rebel, Bobby Shmurda, and Pop Smoke are all affiliated with them and help put the movement on the map. Fivio was close with all the GS9 dudes who was popping off, so he got a front row seat to watch him blow up. He told Complex, "I saw the whole hood change. I saw people start treating people different. I saw people acting different. It was lit though. It was outside." Watching his homies take off inspired Fivio to go harder into his music. 804 Inside started dropping tracks and music videos, but the group never really blew up. They kept working together for a few years, but then some of them went to jail or just stopped making music completely. Fivio said, "I felt like at a point, people just gave up." Fivio might have quit rap too, but then tragedy struck and made him realize he had to go even harder. In 2018, Fivio's mom suffered a serious stroke and spent 2 weeks in the hospital before she passed away. Fivio spent every day in the hospital with his mom and even found out he was going to be a father while sitting next to her. Fivio was living with his mom at the time, so when she passed, he was left without a mother or a place to live. Plus, he had a kid on the way, so there was even more pressure on him to make something happen. He couch surfed with friends and family and even tried to get a legit job as a construction worker, but construction wasn't the right fit, so Fivio bounced early on. The situation wasn't looking good for Fivio at the time, but then he dropped a track that changed everything, Blicky in the Box. Blicky in the Box was really a diss track aimed at Blicky Gang. Blicky Gang is a rival rap crew known for artists like 22Gs. The diss song went crazy in the city and got everyone's attention. Fivio and the other two dudes on the track, JD and D Sav, are allegedly affiliated with the Wolves, which automatically makes the Cho affiliated Blicky Gang they ops. The Wolves and Cho's been beefing for years. They was originally known as Wave Gang and Hood Stars, two neighborhood gangs based in Brownsville that was once cool with each other. Then a massive police investigation called Operation Tidal Wave ended with 43 alleged gang members getting taken down. Wave Gang and Hood Stars both took a lot of hits. Then they started accusing each other of snitching. When it all settled, Wave Gang became the Wolves, Hood Stars became the Chos, and both crews been out for blood ever since. Blicky in the Box might have just been a diss track, but it caught the attention of Harlem legend Mace, who ended up signing Fivio, JD, and D Sav to his Rich Fish label. JD already had ties to Mace through his uncle, so they got a meeting set up and signed a deal immediately. Apparently, the deal with Mace's label wasn't great though. Rumors say Fivio only signed for $5K, and he told DJ Vlad from Vlad TV that the deal was some short shit. Then people started accusing Mace of taking advantage of Fivio and the others, and that he was taking the rights to their publishing. But Fivio cleared everything up in the interview and said Mace treated him right and they own none of his publishing. Blicky in the Box put Fivio on the map, but according to his ops, it also led to him getting jumped. Nas Blicky said in the interview that he saw a bunch of GDs put hands on Fivio when they caught him lacking in the corner store. The Chos and the Blicky Gang are mainly made up of GDs, who also beef with the Crips in Brooklyn, so they ain't appreciate the disrespect. But even if he caught a beating for Blicky in the Box, Fivio's next track was about to take things to the next level. Fivio dropped the track Big Drip as a single for a project called Pain and Love. Big Drip went crazy in New York, and the video for the track racked up over 70 million views on YouTube and helped the song go viral. Big Drip and the Pain and Love EP leveled up Fivio's career, which led to a 7-figure deal with Columbia Records. A lot of rappers get the bag and leave everyone else behind, but Fivio wanted to do more with his platform as an artist. He started a nonprofit called the Foreign Side Foundation in 2020 to give back to the community. The organization is geared towards providing beneficial resources and programs for at-risk youth, the homeless, current and former gang-affiliated individuals, incarcerated individuals, and communities that are in need of supplemental and educational assistance. Fivio is trying to make a positive impact and help others since he went through the same struggles, because in 2020, he lost 2 friends to gun violence. The first was Pop Smoke on February 19th. Fivio and Pop have been close for years and made several tracks together, but Pop was more like a brother than a collaborator. Fivio told Complex, "The pain I felt was crazy. After my mother passed away, I got cold and shit. I didn't really care after that. This one felt different. We was in this shit together. It's way deeper than music." Later that year, Fivio lost another friend when King Von was shot and killed in Atlanta. Despite the pain he felt from losing both of them, Fivio kept pressing forward and dropped his debut mixtape, 800 BC, in April 2020. The project featured massive artists like Meek Mill, Quavo, and Lil Baby.
I ain't know Fivio was cool with King Von. Damn, Fivio foreign. I ain't know that, bro.
But even though his career was taking off more than ever, Fivio was still facing a lot of struggles. In October 2020, he was arrested for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. He was booked on a simple assault charge and held in jail. But his girlfriend hopped on social media to explain the situation. According to her, a nosy neighbor called the police, but she had no intention of pressing charges. When Fivio got out of jail, he went on Twitter and said, "I would never hurt or harm any pregnant woman, especially not my girlfriend. My mother would kill me. Plus, I'm raising 2 black little girls, and women do everything for me in my life. In relationships, people argue and have disagreements. Whoever knows us know we've been arguing. We argue and will always argue. It's just unfortunate that I have nosy-ass neighbors who can't mind their own business. Wasn't the first time, and won't be the last." 2020 was a crazy year for Fivio. In August, rumors started flying that he had been shot and killed in Atlanta. Then, Murder B seemed to confirm it when he posted, "Rap game f***ed up, RIP Fivio," on Snapchat. A video started going around showing an SUV that allegedly belonged to Fivio shot up with its windows busted out, and for a moment, it looked like hip-hop lost another talented artist to gun violence. Then Kenny Beats and others started tweeting out that Fivio was actually okay. A news report confirmed there was a shooting at the nightclub Fivio was supposed to perform at, but it all went down before he took the stage. No one knows exactly what happened, but luckily, Fivio wasn't injured. He hopped on Twitter to let everyone know he was alive and well and said, "I don't stay safe, I stay dangerous." Fivio made it out alive, but he was about to lose another close friend. His homie JD got locked up around the same time they all signed with Mace off of Blicky in the Box. When Jay got released, he went on IG Live to call out Fivio and said that he pretty much abandoned him during his legal battles. He also said Fivio only got a deal with Mace because of him. Then, JD got locked up again when the cops arrested 34 Wu and Cho members in a massive indictment. Fivio apparently paid his bond.
That always happen. Y'all notice that, bro? Like, the person they be cool with a rapper, they come out and be like, "Man, you ain't did nothing for me, you ain't do this for me, you ain't do that." And next thing you know,
and Jay ended up beating the case. After that, Jay started showing love to Fivio in interviews, so everyone thought the situation was all good. But out of nowhere, JD started going on Fivio again. He said that he made Fivio, and without him, he wouldn't have a career. Apparently, Jay was upset that Fivio ain't given the support he thought he deserved when he got out of jail. Fivio seemed more hurt and disappointed than anything. But then, he sent a subliminal at JD on the track Self-Made. On the song, he raps, "They saying they made me? Huh, make another one." JD responded with the track Subliminals, where he spent the whole song going straight at Fivio. Then, another one of Fivio's old friends, Drizzy Giuliano, backed up what Jay was saying about him. But while 2 of his homies was going after him on diss tracks and social media, Fivio lost another one to the streets. On February 3rd, T.Wu was shot and killed just a few hours after he signed his first record deal. Fivio was tight with him, and his death hit him hard. He paid his respects on Instagram and said, "I'ma miss you forever, baby boy. You was a prince of this city. Long live Prince T-Dot. I love you, gang. Like forever. Watch over me like you always do." T-Dot's murder was allegedly payback for the shooting of Nas Blicky that went down a few days before. On January 27th, Nas was ambushed when he was walking out of a store and shot 3 times. He almost died from the injuries, and his stepdad said it all happened because of Nas dissing his ops on social media. But right now, there's no evidence actually linking the 2 shootings. Fivio's come up ain't been easy, but through all the struggles, he's still moving forward and working with some of the biggest artists in the world. He linked up with Drake for the track Demons, then later he appeared on the song Off the Grid on Kanye's album Donda, which many critics said was one of the best features on the project. Recently, he dropped City of God with Alicia Keys and Kanye, and even met with the mayor of New York to discuss the ban on drill music. Fivio has lost a lot of homies to the streets and more to Petty B. Hopefully, he can focus.
They want to ban drill music in New York. What is it?
Donda, which many critics said was one of the best features on the project. Recently, he dropped City of God with Alicia Keys and Kanye, and even met with the mayor of New
That's B-Love. No. I love B-Love.
York to discuss the ban on drill music. Fivio has lost a lot of homies to the streets and more to Petty B. Hopefully, he can focus on his own career and avoid getting dragged back into all the drama. But the drill scene is more violent than ever right now. Rest in peace to everyone who lost their lives. Hopefully, artists in New York can come together and find a way to stop the violence.
Dang. I nigga Fivio been through a lot. I did not know he been through all that though. Damn. I'm surprised. But yeah, man, that was the story of Fivio Foreign, man. From root to rapper. Woo to rap. From root to rap, not the same. I feel like the video, man.